So I just want to like sit down and talk to you. You guys both have films out. You have Beyond the Lights, which I love and I'm super excited about. And you have Dear White People, of course, which is amazing and excellent. But can you guys talk about your journey together and how you met?
Gina?
Secret Life of Bees, pre-production, was looking for an assistant and called up my girl Mara Brock-Akil, and there was one name, she said, Lena Waithe, you gotta go with this girl. And so I had to meet with her, but she already got the cosign, so it was just a formality. And Lena came in, and it's funny too, because she is a shit talker, but she kept it in check for the interview. And she was just like this eager, wide-eyed, hungry woman, and we just clicked. And I mean, I like to work with people that have aspirations and want to be in this business and use the opportunity to learn and grow. And we clicked, and she, as an assistant, she was bad. I'm very introverted. She is not. So I sent her to do my talking for me. And it was just a really cool relationship, and solidified by the fact that she tattooed a B on her neck.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You went hood prisoner love story.
It's like Orange the New Black.
Right.
Before it was
mine. Right. This is forever.
It's forever, G.
I was like, and now you're fired.
Like, get out. I'm nervous. I'm scared. Very single black female.
Can you talk about why you wanted to work with Gina?
It's funny, like, because I remember getting the call from Mara's then assistant, Claire, and she just would call me unceremoniously, and I was actually wrapping up a PA gig. And she was like, so yeah, Mara is one of Mara's closest friends, like needs an assistant. And I was like, oh, who's her friend? Like Gina Prince-Bythewood. And I was like, of course that's one of Mara's closest friends, like, because it's a typical day. Mara's brilliant. And I was just like so excited. I knew about Secret Life of Bees, and Claire was kind of giving me the background about it. And I'm like, I already know. I know who's in it. I know what's going on. So I remember pulling up to the lovely Bythewood compound, I like to call it, in Encino. And I was just, when you walk into that house, you just sort of realize like these two powerhouses sort of came together to build this wonderful empire, life, blackness that they had together. You walk in, it's like Black Panthers on the wall. You get like love a basketball poster, like get on the bus, and I was just like, I have arrived in this moment. And I think Gina, you really said you like, look, I just want to make sure you're not crazy.
I did.
That's what the meeting was for. And I was just like, and I honestly, like, I will forever be, and I've said this before, I'll forever be in Mara's debt because she sort of really had the wherewithal to kind of put us together. And I think she's a genius in a lot of ways, but I think for her to suggest me was really cool because everything I learned and figured out how to sort of navigate through the business, I learned from Gina, and she definitely leads by example. She's not a person that holds your hand or tells you what to do. You can really sort of watch her and you kind of get, oh, so this is why you've had such a long career and this is why people respect you and want to continue working with you. So for me, I just sort of learned a ton by being her assistant. And now it's just like, fam, I'm over there for Thanksgiving, and uninvited and all that stuff like that.
I always think about like Love and Basketball as sort of the last great film out of the 90s. Even though it came out in 2000, it was like, this is the last Black film that I remember, like, oh my God, yes, this is what it is. I love it. And some people say Brown Sugar, but that was like Love and Hip Hop, honestly. Sorry. But since then, there've been tons of Black filmmakers that have had to go sort of the indie route, and Lena, you came out of that. But do you feel like what influence do you feel like you've had on people like Lena's or just in general?
I hope what I've done is what Casey Lemons did for me, which is I saw Eve's Bayou and was just inspired. I love that movie. It was so well made. And when I found out that I got the chance to do Love and Basketball, the first person I reached out to was Casey, and she was so warm and giving and supportive. And I've just never forgotten that because, your first one is scary, to step out there and can I do it? And she was just great. And I hope that that's what, now when I recognize talent like Lena, she started as my assistant, but what I started noticing is how eager she was to be a writer. And you meet lots of people that come up to you like, can you read my script? And you don't always want to.
No, I would rather not.
I don't know you. But the other thing about young writers, they don't like getting notes either. But Lena was like eager to learn, and she is such a hustler. And like I'd read a script and give her thoughts, and then 3 hours later she'd come back with a new draft. It was crazy. But that work ethic inspired me to continue to help her, and just in reaching out. I mean, people like Tina Mabry, I saw Mississippi Dam, and was
amazing.
It's like, wow, you made this film. And just then me doing what Casey did, which was reaching out and giving her a call and having lunch with her and just talking. And so again, just trying to inspire by example about trying to put out good work and working hard on the craft and considering it a craft and pushing people to work very hard, because a lot of people think what we do is easy, and it's not easy. And I know people are always amazed, and you were amazed in terms of how many drafts I go through with my scripts.
I heard it was something in the 40
55.
range.
No,
What?
55.
55 drafts.
I think I read 42 of them.
It's true, but the
Writing
great
is rewriting, y'all.
Yeah.
That's what
thank
it
you.
is.
And people just want that quick thing, and that's again why it drives me crazy to read other people's scripts that I don't know, because they just want to hear that it's brilliant.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that I think Gina, I'm supposed to say on there. Gina,
Yes,
I'm
it is,
so
right.
excited
I
about
know, it's
myself. I'm so fortunate to be like, I have a movie out. No, the thing that Gina, she passed that on to me about helping and reaching back, and it's become a big part of my brand, because I think I saw it so much, even with you. I think when you reached out to me and you emailed me one day, like, what's up with the awkward black girl? What's this Issa Rae chick? And I was like, oh yeah, I know her. I just met you.
Of course she knows her.
Yeah.
I know everybody.
That's my job, Gina. I have to know everybody so I can make those connections. So I just remember being so excited that I could say, I have her email, I can do it. And I think I hit you up and
Yeah,
we
I
want to
was
do an email intro.
ridiculously excited because, as you know, as I bring up all the time, I wrote Gina when I was 16. Like,
It's so
trying to send a
mind-boggling
script, but
to
I
me.
was like young. I'm so glad I didn't send that script because it was horrible. But at the same time, like, having you write me back was just like such an affirmation. Like, gosh, this lady's out here doing it, and I have a chance to do it myself. And she gave me such words of encouragement. So like that, to then meet you and be like, I work with Gina. Yeah, I'd love to introduce you guys. That was just a mind blowing full circle moment for me.
Yeah.
No, and I mean, hearing that, I remember the first time you told me that story, I was so blown away. But honestly, my first thought was, God, please tell me I wrote you back. And I wasn't like rude.
Nope, still have it, saved it.